for my lightning talk, a while ago I had given a presentation to a local ham radio club about GNU radio. And in the process of doing that, I spent, I don't know, 90% of my time, let's see if this works, on this. Kind of got stuck in this rabbit hole. And yeah. And after Eric's talk earlier, I thought this may be an appropriate slide to bring up. So this, I really do mean I spent like 90% of my time on this. It was a very interesting journey. So I have here some dates. And also, the other thing you'll notice is that it's very heavy towards the beginning because I ran out of steam somewhere, yeah, I think in 2015. And I was like, I'm done. But very proud of the work. And I do actually have the next slide, like the references, lots of Wayback Machine things. But yeah, I was able to track down, you know, at least for me, the starting kind of date that I could find was when GNU Radio registered on Savannah. And I'm going to read these quotes because they were things that I really enjoyed finding as I was working through things. So this one says, we're moving the analog to digital converter as close to the antenna as we can get it, and then handling the rest in software. And I think that's a pretty good description of some of the goals that the SDR community has set for itself. And the other, let's see, the next that I have, I know this doesn't cover like the first meeting, but at least like this is the when Matt Edis shares his idea for the ultimate SDR with the GNU Radio mailing list. And I can't read the entirety of this one. Is there a chance that, yes, you guys are the best. Thank you, AV team. Can we just do a Rick Cook round of applause for AV, who's awesome, been so great. That's ASU AV right there. So let's see. I've been thinking about SDR for a while now, both as a ham and an EE in the communications profession. What I would like to build is the hardware for a generic SDR. So these are some of the beginnings that I was able to kind of dig through and find. Also have here, what is that, January 7th, 2007. So this is quite a few years after, you know, some of these original, you know, after GNU Radio itself kind of began. And we have Joss Blum, who puts forward this idea of GNU Radio Companion, or GRC. So I've been working on a graphical interface for GNU Radio. Anyways, those were some things that I was able to, as I went Wayback Machine and things like that, that I was able to uncover. And I thought, you know, Eric, that you may appreciate this timeline. As I said before, obviously we have a few of the people who came to lead. And like I said before, like I don't cover here Derek and all the other people. Actually, no, did I put Derek? I said, oh yes, that's right, because Derek was the first elected president of GNU Radio. Before it was like the benevolent dictator, right? So it was, so Eric and then Tom and then Ben Hilburn, they were all the project leads, they were our benevolent dictators, and then our first kind of elected by the General Assembly was Derek Kozel, who you guys saw or have been seeing throughout the week. Yeah, so wanted to share that briefly, and like I said, here are all of the links, but it's in a PDF, and we'll post it somewhere. I don't know how much time I have left, because I wasn't, yeah. But I just wanted to share a couple things. I may do a lightning talk tomorrow, but I actually highly encourage someone else to do lightning talks. They don't have to be super formal. But I just wanted to share, like when I do SDR stuff, this is like my quick setup, my favorite setup. You know, just RTLCRs, which I know for a fact there are a lot of them around. If you need to get your hands, if you would like to get your hands on some hardware to try some stuff out, I really like GQRX as a install, but like I said, this originated as like a ham radio presentation. I took a lot out, but I wanted to share these things. If you don't have SDR hardware or software set up, there's also some cool things that you can look at. There's something called OpenWeb RX. So these are radio receivers. And this is an old slide deck that hasn't been completely updated. I didn't double check to make sure everything still works. Another, there's no live demo, but another example is the SatNogs network. That's a place where you can go and, not only get, I think, the IQ files, but also they have some demodulation available there. So there was, I think that's just about that. The rest of the slide actually had to do with being able to, in your browser, view things, but I have not properly updated it for IQ Engine, so we'll see if I'm able to present that tomorrow. But yeah, so thank you very much for letting me do my very thrown together lightning talk.